So with this particular piece, I had auditions for advanced acting class coming up, and we had to do a dramatic one and a comedic one. So for my dramatic one, I was searching. I want to do something that was in my wheelhouse, something that was going to be fun, and I just remembered recently that Walking Dead had started coming back on, and I'd heard they got good again. So I'm a long time Walking Dead fan. I was not at first. I saw Michael Walker at a convention in Richmond, Virginia, and I remember I just binge watched it all the way up to season 5. Stuck with it from season 5 all the way up to season 9. Once Rick left, I kind of came in and out of it, kind of got out of it. But now they're about to start season 11. I believe they're already a few episodes in, and I had saw the last episode of season 10, which was the Here's Negan episode. And I love Negan as a character. I think he's a great villain. I love all the characters on The Walking Dead, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan plays Negan so well. I have looked at the comics. I haven't read all the comics, but I saw that episode, Here's Negan, and I was so inspired. And I was so excited. It got me excited about Walking Dead again. I wanted to catch up and just see what it was. And I saw like that episode, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I can do that. I can play that part. That would be a lot of fun. So I took a stab at it, and I think I did okay. I think I learned a lot from it. What I learned is really just, something else clicked in my mind, after I did this, and, as I stepped into this Shakespearean advanced class, is that acting is, I don't know how to exactly say this, but like, acting is being. Acting is just living in truth, in your experience. And I know, like, we've said that a million times in class, but like, it really hit me because, I watched myself back. I got feedback from my students, my peers, and my friends, and they were like, yeah, you didn't do any acting at all. Like, you are him. You kind of look like him, and you could play that part if you wanted to, or at least something similar to it. And I was like, yeah. I was like, that, I wasn't really acting. I was just being. And so, that kind of clicked with me. And the more and more I study and the more I watch it, I'm just like, yeah, acting is not pretending anything. Acting is just being and living in that truth. So I don't know if there's something about me that like says, psycho killer or murderer, but I don't know. I was just really inspired by that villainous role that he played. So another thing that I learned is, in this particular piece, I did it a few times, and watching it back now, I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, I was trying too hard. Like, my BS meter went off, and that's when, like, you can say, yeah, I don't believe that. I don't know. I think at the time I was just trying not to be in my head, and I was like, let me just do it a couple times and just send it in, so I'm not thinking about it too much. But the more I go back and I look at it, I'm like, well, yeah, I could have did it this way, I could have did it that way, and maybe at the end of it, I tried for a little bit of a hard pop from the crowd, I didn't get it. I don't know, but I think if I were to continue to do this piece, I think what I would do differently is, I don't know, I would just drop in more and not try to have that big dramatic moment at the end. I would just let it come out versus trying to push it or force it out. And that's just a constant study, a constant practice. So overall, it was fun. I would definitely love to do it again. I can always get better. I hope you enjoy it, and here's Negan. Final episode of season 10. See you on the next one.
Well, let's just say he chose poorly. So I get up, and I go over, and I tell him that he owes me 50 cents. Turns out, this prick has kids that goes to the school that I teach gym at. Needless to say, the school was unthrilled. I get fired. This guy sues me. I don't have a job. Now my wife has to pay his medical bills. So the point to this is there were consequences to me seeing red. Seeing red was a bad thing then. I was a bad man then. But see now nobody's suing anybody. Nobody's getting fired. Hell, nobody's keeping score. Now, when I see red, it's just a question of what am I capable of? And well, man, I hate to break it to you. See, I'm starting to think that I'm capable of damn near anything. So this is for not killing me.